It's 10-year reunion, guys. Come on, it's 10 years in the game. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another video. Happy 2025, everybody. Yeah, hope ningene kahle onyakeni bafethu. Don't forget to cop yourself a Drippville citizen. Ungene onyakeni unuka kamnandi. Hamba nje ngo-400 iphela. Nationwide delivery. Make sure you support our film Blind Faith by copying a sweater for 650 Rand or a hoodie for 750 Rand. Those prices also include a delivery. We deliver everywhere. Just give us your address, send us the payment, and you'll get your delivery within 3 to 5 days. Yeah. Okay, on today's video. Since it's 2025, I was reflecting on the journey. I think it's very important for us to reflect on our journeys as actors and as creatives. I'd been having conversations as well with abantu, my friends and all of that, and just my colleagues. And there was this whole thing of being looking issue about 10 years in the game, 10 years in the game. And going out, oh yeah, about your time, I was like, nah, bro, it's not 10 years. I mean, it's graduating. And I'm like, nah, but it's graduation year, so 2016, our final year was 2015. But nigga, man, I've been trying to break through into the industry since 2014, nigga. My first commercial that I did was in 2014 for Engine, and it was a summer school, Saturday schools campaign. Engine was running Saturday schools. So yeah, take a listen.
It's just one of the ways Engine is committed to giving South Africa a brighter future. Engine, with us, you are number one.
So exactly what I was saying, I've been knocking in the games, at the games door for a long time. Since 2014, 2024 was 10 years in the game, and what I realized is, whether we industry having nigga Spanish song actor, or it was myself giving myself this Spanish song actor, I was working each and every year for the past 10 years, and kubalekile mfethu ukuthi like applaud, for the work that you've done. But like I was talking in the last video, ngokuthi mfethu kufanele ukwazi ukureflect on your own performance. When we were talking about working on yourself and preparing for the auditions that are to come in 2025. So working on yourself and bettering yourself as the actor. It's also very important to look at the journey you've been through, So in 2014, like I told you, that was my first commercial, reflecting on the past 10 years of being in the game and knocking at the game's door. 2015, later on in 2014, I actually had the privilege to work on Traffic as a stick fighter. And in warm-ups with a brother of mine, Umavuso Simelane, shout out, bro. Ilendo Lena, I was fortunate enough to get lines, through a monologue that I just, sort of was training with at after, because I had my mentor Ntlantla, who was teaching us these Zulu songs and chants. So I literally used what I had learned in class and I applied it on set, and they were like, "Hey man, we like that, so maybe just try it out, you know." And I did it, yeah, boy. And then at the end of that set, the guy, one of the camera assistants, came to me and he's like, "Bro, you missed your chance to shine on camera." Ngati, how? Uti, when you were delivering that line, you needed to look at where the camera was so that you step in front of the camera and you deliver those lines. And then in the editing room, they'll decide whether they keep it or not. And that was so valuable. That was such a valuable lesson for me to learn, especially coming into the industry, working as a featured extra. You know, I mean, 2014, I'm in my second year. It's the first year where I'm actually majoring in acting. I'm majoring in acting now, but now I'm also getting some experience outside of school, you know. So fast forward, we get to 2015 when I book my second featured role on SABC One's Jab. I get to play a 28, the leader of the gang, or the leader of, you know, the prison people that are in holding, because we were still in holding there. We didn't go to jail, you know, we were in the holding cell. So I got to play Gangster 28 on SABC One, and I never knew when that episode was airing. All I heard was people just saying, "Yo, Stingo, we saw you on TV. Yo, Stingo, we saw you on TV. What? Like, you saw you on TV." And that's exactly how I'd also heard the engine ad. I hadn't gone out my way to actually occupy to get it for myself. I just heard that, yo, there's an ad, your ad is running, you know, through people hearing it on Metro. And it was so incredible. So when it's happening again, you know, it was one of those things where it's like, damn, okay, shit, I'm living my dream, bro. You know, it's happening, bro. You know, so that was epic. You know, fast forward, we get to now 2016, right? 2016, we graduate from after. The class of 2015 graduates, and we are knocking at the industry's door again. And then we decide, and I say we because it was a collective decision between our whole cast of The Exonerated, which we used for the experimental festival, third year at after. So we really loved that play, and we also loved the director that we were working with, Miss Lara Bai. Oh my God. I owe so much to that lady. She taught me a lot, you know, as a performer, as an actor, and also just as a theater maker as a whole. So we did The Exonerated with my classmates in 2016, and it was an epic experience. Really, it was our first professional play, you know. It was a play that we had done in school, so we were confident about it. So now we were stepping out as professionals and putting our names out there, saying, guys, hear us. We are here, and we went through and we did it, and it was successful. I think it was a full house, actually, if I'm not mistaken, because we did perform for one day special. And yeah, it was very exciting. A successful theater piece, a successful theater show, which sparked the theater maker that I am today. Everybody went on to do marvelous things in the industry and followed their passions, wherever they are. I just hope the cast of The Exonerated is doing well. So that was 2016, my graduation year, which sparked me writing. By 2016, I had already written a film that I'm currently still developing. But in 2017, we worked on my first play with my mentor, Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Oh, that man so much. And I will keep my promise to you on that film that I wrote the previous year, the one that I told you guys about, 2016. He read it, and I still have this dream of him playing the one protagonist, who the story is about. But that's a story for another day. Right now we are on my first play, which is Unmasked. These are the posters for both shows. I produced it twice on this year. I was using money that I earned from my voiceover work that I was doing in Cape Town. So yeah, we did Unmasked, directed by Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. I also got a feel of being a director on this. This is the first time I got to be a producer and an actor. It's the first time I produced a show where for 2 nights people didn't show up. This is between both runs. For a couple of nights, only like 1 to 2 people showed up. And on other nights, we had a great turnout where like 20 to 30 people came out, so it was an epic experience as a first-time producer, as an actor who really wanted to make a name for himself in the theater. And I believe it did just that, because my lecturers, all of them came to watch these shows, and they were impressed. They were very impressed. They were so impressed that I was inspired to write. I wrote my first one-man show, Taped Down. All right. Taped Down came about in 2018 is when I performed it. I wrote it in 2017 because between the first run of Unmasked and the second run of Unmasked, I went back home, and it was ups and downs, So all of that frustration I was feeling of going to castings, not getting them, sitting at home, being the person who wants to be this actor, who makes it in the industry, but is not getting the opportunity to do so. I had so much frustration that I needed to prove to myself that I'm not a one-hit wonder. I needed to also prove to myself that I am a great actor. So I used to write a whole lot of rants, on social media. And I realized that, you know what, maybe we can take these rants and put them in script format and see what would come out of that. My older brother, while I was in this turmoil, said to me, Stinger, the greatest stories come from the darkest of places. And that's when I made the conscious decision, would say, okay, I'm going to write this piece. It wasn't called Tape Down then, it was called Thoughts in My Head. And so I wrote the thoughts in my head. As he read it again. I was like, sir, this is the next play I'm working on. What do you think? And mind you, we've just finished the run of Unmasked when I'm showing him this. And he's like, Stingo, I think this show should be called Taped Down. Because I feel like this character is taped down to this idea of making it in the industry. He's taped down to the idea of who or what the actor is. So, and that's how I named it Taped Down. And the show became what it is today. And we ran it once at the After Theater, and then we were fortunate enough to, be called to the Abongele Kroza One Hander Festival, that happened at Makukanye. And then we ran it for the third time in August, at the Theatre Arts Admin Collective, where we had previously performed Ila and Olena Unmasked. Thank you so much to Caroline Calburn for that opportunity to present both of my plays on that stage. Thank you to everybody who had come through to watch and bought the tickets, believed in just watching a theater piece about a young man trying to break into the industry. And you know what? A few years after these plays, I can proudly say he made it into the industry. Fast forward. Oh yes, before I fast forward to the next year, 2019, both Unmasked and Taped Down were selected to go to the Zabalaza festival, which were being held at the Baxter. Unfortunately, we didn't get to perform, and honor our selection just because of unforeseen circumstances. It's the reason why you need funding behind your productions, so you can pay people, you can pay for rehearsal space, you can pay for travel, all of that. That's why you need funding for all your projects. So that's the reason why we didn't end up performing at the festival. Is just because we didn't have enough finances to back the productions at the festival. So unfortunately, we didn't get to perform. But till this day, I can proudly say that both of my theater productions are festival selected theater productions. let's move on to, oh wait, we still are in 2018, guys. 2018, Motion Billy and I release our first film. Yeah, is it our first film? Yeah, our first film together, called Low Spirits. And we host, this was Motion Billy's idea though, of hosting the screening and discussion, so that people can talk about what they've just seen. And to his genius, he also brought in a social worker, just to facilitate the questions, and I am not ashamed to say that this event, this screening of Low Spirits on this day, was the one that also inspired the idea of the mental health awareness and skills development workshop program that I have running now under 20 Future Entertainment Company. It's all the groundwork that we did underground. Low Spirits was an incredible story. You guys can check it out. I'm gonna put all of the links to all the work that I'm talking about on this video in the description below. So if you guys want to check those projects out, you can go ahead and do so. So yeah, that was Low Spirits in 2018. So 2018 was filled with a lot of work, taped down, performing a lot of times during the year, and then Low Spirits at the same time, so that's a couple of years into the journey, right? And oh my God, 2018 again, like, guys, I'm watching also. I made a story on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at @stingongobese, @stingo_ngobese. So that's what I'm looking at here as I'm talking to you guys, so that I tell the story, the 10-year story, linear. Yeah. So 2018 again, we booked this film called Lighthouse High School. Through, shout out to Rendani Mafumadi. You guys know him through the KFC ad. Stop it, I like it. Yeah, he's that guy. Shout out to Tapiwa as well, for really putting me onto this project. And this was the first project where I got a 5-digit paycheck. Woohoo! So it was 10K, broken up. It was 10K all in all, but I got paid twice, so it was 5K, 5K, But nonetheless, it was my first paycheck that gave me 5 digits, and I was like, yeah, boy, what's this? 2018, so it's 4 years in the game, and we've gotten a couple of paychecks. It's so good, you know what I mean? Being a fool. So yeah, this was an epic experience because I was 24 years old. Yes, I was 24 years old playing a high school kid. How old? Well, I was playing a 17-year-old. Yes, 24 years old playing a 17-year-old. And it was epic, actually. Just being able to mold myself into that character, and getting to work with up and coming actors as well that want to do this, as they continue working with my homie Renz, making sure and it was such a controlled environment because we're working with a Christian school. So the environment was very controlled, very safe for everybody, and professional. You know, when I say top tier professional, it was so professional. We were working with the director from Portugal, and it was just one of those experiences where you're like, damn, man, yeah, this being on set, you know, being chauffeured onto set. This is what I signed up for, man. It's like being on set and portraying a character that you've worked on and, you know, tried to discover and prayed about. What was it? The soul, you know, of that character embodies your body, you know, so that, you know, you're giving the truest performance that you can give. And that's something, Vetsu, that, yeah, that's something that can't be explained. You know, as an actor, you will know. It's incredible to feel that feeling of portraying a character to the truest way possible. And yeah, Lighthouse High, what an incredible experience. This one here in 2019, not the best of years in my career. However, the actor will act, right? Just like we said before, the actor will act no matter what the opportunity is. And this time I got an opportunity to get on a set for Sollywood Productions. It's Mr. Senzo Zindela. He's the founder of Ugu International Film Festival. This was his set. It was an amazing experience. I got to meet Mr. Menzingubane, got to have an exchange of dialogue with him. I got to meet Daniel Hadebe. We had a wonderful exchange of dialogue with him. Dumsani Mbebe, he was also on the set, but I didn't get to exchange dialogue with him. Met Simon Cook, and we worked incredibly together because I was his stunt double. Basically, when the director wanted to get the shot or get the feel of the shot, I would step in and play and do the actions that, you know, the lead actor would do, you know. And then when it actually is the now time for the shoot, you know, then Simon would step in onto set and then do exactly what I was doing, because, you know, I was his stunt double. It was an incredible experience, and it taught me how to be punctual on set and be awake on set and always be ready, you know. So like when I was telling you guys about, you know, when you're on set, you must be ready and you must be warmed up. That I learned that here, you know. I sort of known that, you know, but this experience with other professional actors on that set really taught me that, yo, man, you have to be alert so that when they call your name, you're up and ready and you're on set. No wasting of time, because time is money, you know. I'm really appreciative of that work, you know, that we did there on Red Cargo. I think it's still gonna come out. I'm not sure. We'll see. And then now, so in 2019, I was in and out of Joburg. Sort of getting the feel of Joburg, trying to figure out where do I want to move next. Do I want to go back to Cape Town? Because sengisekhaya manje ngihlala ekhaya. Uyabo. So now do I want to move back to Cape Town and go push there? Or do I want to go to Joburg and pursue my career there? So throughout 2019, I know myself as the artist now. I know who I am. I'm a writer, director, producer. And I'm figuring ways of getting my productions out there. So I have formed my workshop program, which is the Future is Young workshop program, where I teach kids acting, right? And I'm running this program every December since 2016 through to 2019, right? So I finally make the decision of what, I'm gonna go to Joburg after speaking to my mentors and lecturers. They tell me, Stingo, you've done everything here in Cape Town. You've established yourself as a theater maker. You know yourself as the artist. So now what you need is the Joburg Challenge. So in 2020, I moved to Joburg, and I am fortunate enough to book this job, a featured role on Tabora Metsi's Kodwa Ma. And it is the best way to move to Joburg. A film that is going to play on Mzansi Magic, and I'm working with industry greats here, established names in the Joburg entertainment industry, South African entertainment industry. And this set was incredible. I got to meet so many people that I'm still colleagues with till this day. I got to work with wonderful actors. I got to showcase my acting abilities and really sign my name in the memory of those actors and producers and writers and director that I worked with on this set. And I believe that it's only a matter of time till we work again. Thank you to everybody who worked on Kodwa Ma. And yeah, man, I really look forward to working with you guys again, COVID hit after this, which slowed everything down. But, even though COVID hit, we still continue to work and to talk amongst each other. And that's how You Are My Reason came to life. Lituka Dlamini and Uluyolo Ngonyama, who were the actors in You Are My Reason, I met them on Kodwa Ma, and we formed a great working relationship, and we shot a masterpiece. Shout out to Sebastian Maslamani, my DOP, shout out to everybody who worked on this set with me. Really appreciate you guys. And it was after this film when my homie Linda Genya said to me, Stingo, you need to form your company now, and I'm gonna help you. Now, if it's in yogo to register a company, I owe that man a lot, because he had solidified what these other ladies from the Joburg Theatre were also telling me, and from the Market Theatre, because when COVID hit, let me tell y'all a story while I'm telling this story. When COVID hit, after Kodwa Ma, right? So I've got Kodwa Ma running. So Joburg Theatre has given me an opportunity to perform both of my plays. We've made a deal, and I'm gonna perform both of these plays at a festival. So has the Market Theatre. The Market Theatre has also said, we've got a showcase coming up, so you can perform there. When COVID hits, these things are cancelled. And you know how when COVID hits, it sort of just dried up theatre for a long time. So the actor, me, the writer, I just wanted to work. So I decided that I'm not going to act in this film. I'm just going to direct it, because it's the first time I'm ever directing a film. And I don't want to juggle too much. We Shoot You Are My Reason. 20 Future Entertainment Company is formally established in September. And in September 2025, 20 Future Entertainment Company is going to be turning 5 years old. I definitely want Uguti Blind Faith to be out by then. That's going to be an anniversary for 20 Future, 5-year anniversary of Shaya, our third film. 2021, my home emotion Billy, puts me on the Zagwe and Duncan music video featuring Questa, Captain. The Captain music video puts me on to that, and that makes my name. Everybody ekasi, everybody emakhaya bethu is saying, yo, Stinger dog, we see you on TV, bro. Because Kodwa Ma is running, and now Captain is playing at the same time. So it's like Stinger, yo, you're on TV again, bro. You know what I mean? I haven't been on TV since when? Since 2017? Since 2015. Fuck! I haven't been on TV since 2015 to 2020. That's like, I've been in theater in between those years, between 2015 and 2020. I've been in theater, so people haven't been seeing my work on TV. All people know is those that follow me and are seeing my theater work. So now when they see me on TV, like back to back again, it's like, yo, steer up, bro. Shout out to Motion Billy, man, for really putting me on. That set was incredible. And then after years of they give me my first advert in 2022. Oh my God! DSTV, Wabanjan. You know what I mean? That was incredible. So now I'm back full time on screen. It's like, yo, Kodwa Ma this side, and by the time DSTV is showing, Kodwa Ma is still playing. You know what I mean? And those that are watching music videos, they still seeing, the Zagwe and Captain music video. So it's like Stingo is back full time on television. You know what I mean? And we don't stop going. We keep running. As you guys know, 2023 came through with another commercial, Flying Fish. And this time now, by the time Flying Fish lands, something else is also going on, which is incredible. We've gotten now a development budget from the KwaZulu-Natal Film Commission to develop the script Ye Blind Faith. So Sting was on television and he's also working on his own film. You know, I've been working on this film since the release of You're My Reason. So You're My Reason, I'm going back in time, but let me divert for a bit. So in You're My Reason, to get it out to the people, I formed the workshop program that I was telling you about, that was inspired by the screening and discussion that we did in 2018 for Low Spirits. So I did a similar thing with You Are My Reason. However, now I just formalized it and made it a workshop program that institutions can hire for service. Also because I needed the film to make money, and so it's just about finding ways of making money for your film. And yeah, through that, finding ways of making money for You Are My Reason, then Blind Faith was born. And then through the years 2021, 2022, I've been applying for funding, and then finally in 2023 we got the funding, to develop Blind Faith. So that's happening at the same time as we're running on screen with the Flying Fish commercial. And then following that, we get into now the year that completes the decade, 2024, where we as 20 Future Entertainment Company, in collaboration with Motion Billy, produce our second short film called Solomon. Again, it's going to be in the link in the description. The link's going to be in the description, so please check out the film Solomon. We released that film, and we are still applying for film festivals to take the film to. And just when I thought, the decade is up, the universe says no. To solidify 10 years of Stingo Ngobesa being in the entertainment industry, here is a Steers commercial. What? There is no better way to solidify and stamp your 10 years in the game than hitting your third commercial 10 years in the game. It was like, when I was reflecting, like I was telling you guys earlier, when I was reflecting, it was one of those things where it's like, bro, why cry? Why worry? Why be so rooted in what hasn't happened in your life? Why can't you see that you have been blessed to work on a project each and every year for the past decade of your acting career? So the reason why I made this video is to hopefully inspire you to look back at your own journey and see that you have done a lot. You have done work that other people that you might look at and feel they're in a better position than you, they are envying the work that you have done because you produced your own work, my man. 20 Future Entertainment Company owns 2 theater productions, owns 3 films, and we're also working on a docu-series. So that's 6 projects that the company owns. And all we have to do is that as we continue on this journey is find ways to make sure that all of these projects are monetized. So that's the next 10 years of the journey. The next decade is monetizing all of these projects that you have created and owned in the past decade. Yes, in the next decade, you'll create more projects. As this year, we want to make sure that Blind Faith is out there for you guys to watch. It's about now monetizing all of these projects. You Are My Reason, we have applied for it to go into script development as a feature. Monetizing the project. The workshop programs, we are applying for funding and we are acquiring funding and we are enrolled in projects because we are trying to monetize the work that we have put in the past 10 years. So as you go into 2025, reflect on your journey. As much as you're putting in the work on yourself as the actor, also reflect on your journey. Reflect on your career, the ups, the downs, the lessons, the wins. Because you have to make sure that you are good so that you can keep achieving your dreams and that you can keep dreaming bigger. I've said a mouthful today. This video is gonna be hella long. I'm gonna edit it. But guys, cop yourself a Dripville citizen. Make sure wherever you go in, you smell memorable. People love it when somebody smells good. So make sure ukuthi you copy yourself a Dripville Citizen perfume. They're available for men and ladies. So guys, ungasabi, get it as a birthday present if you must. Get it as a birthday present for yourself if you must. But just make sure you copy yourself a Dripville Citizen fragrance. And make sure that you support Blind Faith by copying a hoodie or a sweater. They're available in black and white. Hoodie goes for 750 Rand. The sweater goes for 650 Rand. Perfumes go for 400 Rand. All prices include delivery. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell so you know next time I upload a video. Make sure to watch all of the links that are in the description. Until next time, guys, peace.